lady. Okay, basic facials. You know you'll have 10 minutes for this. That's not very long. But if you stay with certain steps, it'll be plenty enough time. So what they will read to you is, you have 2 minutes to remove the supplies from your kit for the basic facial section of this examination. Please do not begin any procedure until the verbal instructions have been read and you are instructed to begin. You may begin setup. Okay, so they'll stop reading there, and there's very specific things that they want you to do in that preparation, and I'm going to give those to you now. You can, print off one of these forms and it will tell you. You're going to disinfect your work area, or if you put down plastic, you're going to disinfect that. You're going to set up the work area with supplies labeled in English. You're going to sanitize your hands. You're going to apply the drape to the head, and you're going to make sure that no hair is visible. And then you're going to re-sanitize your hands, and then you'll step back. If they haven't already called the 2 minutes, you'll step back. And then they'll go on. So the setup will be like this. So if someone will don't do the timing yet though, but if someone will time, underneath your table, and you'll be lucky if you've got this much space, so I'm going to try to keep it in kind of small, okay? Underneath your table, you're going to have your closed bag, okay? Zipped in your case, mine is a drawstring, zipped is better, okay? You will have a bag underneath there that you can throw dirty disposables away, okay, that you've been using all along. But you should also have, and one of those gift bags works really nice, one that says to be sanitized, and actually the better word, even though it says that somewhere, really should be to be disinfected, okay, so I would change mine. Okay, so now, when I go into my bag, I'm going to open it. I'm going to take out what I need to disinfect, okay? Close that bag back up, get my disinfection done, then step back, open the bag again, pull out my bags, or my bag for my setup, okay? Because if I pull it all out, I have no place to put it, okay? So, someone begin timing. Unzip. You're going to have a bag in here that will have a wipe in it and your gloves. And zip that bag back up. Okay, so you're going to put your gloves on. Don't be tempted to stick something in your pocket. In fact, pin those pockets closed or sew them closed. Okay, so now I'm going to just come right in, spray down, okay, back over, and I think somebody teaches you to kind of do like this to indicate that there's some time you allow it, right? But we know we don't have 10 minutes to allow it to sit, right? So I'm going to go in now, and I'm going to wipe it down. Okay, wipe down. Okay, and now, not in my bag to be disinfected, but in my garbage bag. And pull off my gloves. So that's going to go in too. Okay? Now I'm going to come back in. This is my disinfected. And I'm going to pull out the stuff that I need, my bags. If you're lucky to be able to get one of those huge, 5-gallon bags, it should be room enough for everything. Yeah, that fell out, didn't it? So let's make sure I've got everything. And then zip it back up. You will now perform the basic facial section of this examination. You will be observed for client protection, safety, and infection control procedures. You will have 10 minutes to complete this section. You will be informed when you have 5 minutes remaining. They will actually repeat the instructions, and then they'll say you may begin. Okay? Now let me list the things or tell you the things that they're looking for. Okay? They want to make sure that you remove cleansers from the container using infection control. So I would suggest that you have something that can be pumped. That way you don't have to worry about a spatula and know what to do with it. Okay? Remove cleanser from the face without dragging or pulling the skin. I promise you these mannequins will not give that away as long as you don't make it look like you're heavy-handed. Remove massage product from container using infection control. There again, use something that's squeezed. Okay? Distribute massage product all over the face safely. In other words, nothing up the nose, nothing in the eyes, and if her ears are covered, there shouldn't be anything that would go there. Demonstrate massage maintaining, and here's where some of you might mess up, continuous contact. Okay, at least one hand only. Remove massage product from the face without dragging or pulling skin. Remove all residual massage product safely, then apply the toner or your astringent safely. You actually don't have to put on a moisturizer. Okay? Okay, so the safety and infection control, you maintain the drape throughout the service. And now I would sanitize my hands again. Dispose of items to be disinfected in that bag that is labeled. Practice infection control and safety throughout the service. Maintain the work area. I spilled something, I need to take care of it. Okay? So here we begin. You're going to sanitize your hands again. Yes, ma'am.
Does it have to be in a certain order?
No,
No?
it doesn't have to be.
Okay.
They will come around looking to make sure everything's in English. Okay? So now, the first thing that we're going to do is to apply the cleanser, right? So, take my cleanser, a pump. Remember how you did that? Okay, I'm going to apply it. Now we don't really have the neck area exposed, so what's the need in applying it there, right? Do you remember that? Okay. Okay, so now we don't have the throat to come up, but I certainly can begin right there. You guys remember that? Do you remember? And cover, round. You guys remember that? Get bigger. Back down. Okay, cover. Do that 3 times, and that really and truly will be good enough for the cleanse. And remember, it doesn't have to lather. What some of the cleansers don't lather, do they? And actually, they're easier to remove if you've got something that doesn't. Okay, I only did it twice, but I think that's enough. Okay.
Does it have to be like actual cleanser, or can it be?
It can be mop.
You can just
Yeah, you could fill a squeeze bottle with, cholesterol, as far as that goes, as long as you can squeeze it out. Okay. That's fine to use. A washcloth is fine too. I might would cut it down where it's a little bit smaller, maybe. You don't have to do any fancy folding around the hands. Okay? Make contact, remember? Hopefully I didn't get anything in her eyes. And she really has a dirty face. Okay? Let me ask you one thing.
So
Okay.
So that,
So if you've got your big bags already out, you don't need what I've got there. Okay, this is our massage cream. You remember? Warm it up. Okay. Apply. Yeah. So I applied there. Don't worry about it. Okay, come down. Okay, do you guys remember how you would have gone in and done? So do a little bit of that. That'll kind of get your motions going. And what we're actually doing is the second half of that cleanse. It's the true cleanse routine. You don't have to memorize that European massage. You can do your spread as your cleanse, and then your cleanse steps as your massage steps. That's actually petrissage that you're doing. And we'd already done that depotement. Okay, there's friction. There's effleurage. Remember those? Remember? Okay. And then the nose. Really, if you wanted just to do something kind of like that, would be fine. You know, if you remember how to do this, that's great. Bring it on up. When you get up here, massage. Okay, you can do a little friction. Okay, bring it on in. If you feel like you've got time, certainly you could go back down and repeat, or you could just at this point. Okay, you're not going to change order. This is one of the things they let slide. Isn't that nice?
if you have one of those dermatological sponge things, maybe just use
Yes,
that same
you can
one
use
instead.
sponge. Yes, you certainly could. And actually, I could have left that. I could have dropped that back in there too and used it as well. Okay, make your contact. And you see I'm not dragging on her face at all, right? You don't see any wrinkling. When you're wiping her down or wiping products off, and you saw how I just switched my hands right on over so that I keep in contact until I'm ready to leave the face. Try to keep upward and out movements. Okay? And you can even take a dry one just to make sure that all the residue is off. Okay? Throw that in there. Now we're ready to tone. Now, two ways you could do this. You could come in like this, turn her slightly where you can see her, cover her eyes, and hopefully your hands won't be wet like mine. Ooh, that was a baddie. Okay? And then push in, and of course you know it has no place to go, right? So I think the better way would be this. Be to go in. I've got it laying there. Cotton. Okay. Then you don't have to worry about your hands covering their eyes, things of that nature. Now, in truth, at that point, put her back in position, and you can stop. Okay? Because anything that's there to be cleaned up, at the end, they will allow you to. If they come over and check and everything's fine, they may say to you, go ahead and clean up. But then that's all you do.